I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
That's how you know somebody doesn't respect you. They listen to reply, not to be understood. They cut you off. They minimize what actually matters to you. They laugh at your boundaries, and then they call you sensitive when you try to hold the line. They show up late, they cancel last minute, forget the things you've told them, because in their world, your time, your energy, even your voice aren't a priority. They're just an option. You see, there are two kinds of people. Those who adjust when they realize they've actually hurt you, and those who expect you to adjust so they don't have to change. You don't need to be disrespected loudly to be disrespected deeply. Sometimes you'll see it. It's just in their tone, in their patterns, in the silence after you're known. Respect isn't what they say when they're watching. It's how they act when they think you'll tolerate it.
The flow insane, take my spot, so the range, shoot my shot with perfect aim, 3rd degree, that perfect flame, ain't no sleep, that's the game, oh so southern, that's the slang, when they see me, that's the main, chasing checks and fly like planes, big old stick, I bought a cane, flick my wrist and bought the ring, I'm so boss, we're not the same, paid the cost and kept the change, now I'm walking Hall of Fame, and I reside in the cloud, grand wishes, with these bitches, taking pictures with the crowd, and I'm out.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Peace, blessings, glory, praise, and honor to the Most High. Shout outs to my poets, writers, content creators. Shout outs to the general public. Shout outs to the Black community. Shout out to the community in general, man. Y'all see the top title. You know why we here. We about to go down the rabbit hole. Nolan Wells found dead. They not trying to talk about it. They trying to pretend like we stupid. They want us to believe we dumb. Nah, we not dumb. We're not dumb. And before I even go any deeper into this, I got to give my condolences, a moment of silence. This is not the way I wanted to start this Monday off, but it is what it is. Sad, 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 tragic. Nobody should be burying their kids. Their kids are supposed to bury the parents. That's how it's always been. That's how it's always supposed to be. Unfortunately, that's not what we got today. I don't know if you're familiar with the story, but this young brother, he went out, decided to hang out with some friends. They're not of his complexion. They make it home. He doesn't make it home. The internet pretty much said what it needed to be said. Look to your left and look to your right. It's obvious. It's pretty freaking clear what is going on here. But apparently, you want us to believe in coincidences. You want us to believe that there is absolutely no way that 2 and 2 equals 4. That somehow he just got lost in the mix. Somehow he manages to separate himself from guys that he came to trust, people that he came to see as real friends, which was further from the truth. I'm a little irritated. I'm a little bombarded with multiple thoughts going through my head. I came off of a stream, jumping into another one. I made a post that was talking about him being missing, about them finding a body, but they never actually identified it. And then somebody, shout out to Robin. Robin sent me a message basically saying that they discovered and identified the missing child as Mr. Wells himself. So I got a clip I want to play for y'all so it doesn't sound like AI or any of that. This brother is activist on TikTok, gives a quick little rundown on what happened. And we have to have a conversation. We got to be honest. We got to be transparent about all of it. Let me bring this up on a big screen.
Breaking news out of Ocean Springs, Mississippi, that it has been confirmed that Nolan Xavier Wells is dead. Wells is an 18-year-old black football player from Mississippi, and he went missing on July 4th during a trip with friends to Horn Island, a remote barrier island located off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Now, it's on July 6th that a ranger found his body during the search, and it was found either near or on Horn Island itself. As of now, the authorities have not publicly announced a definitive cause of death, but online speculation abounds. Online speculation abounds. And that conversation online largely focuses on the three friends who took him to this secluded, uninhabited, cell phone accessless island. That's where lots of speculation is landing. Now, Nolan went to the island with his friends, and from the footage that has now been shared all over social media, he was a diversity. He was one of the only people of color, period, not just black, but of color, period, to be with this group of people. And he went with these friends who somehow left him there. They left him there on the island and went back to the mainland, saying that they didn't know where he was. Supposedly, he met a girl while on the island and spent time with her, and then they left. They're saying on the online reports that they assumed that he would come back with the girl, although the girl didn't bring him. That the girl, on the other hand, is saying that she left him with friends, and she assumed that he would be returning with friends. Those are the two stories that are circulating out there. Nothing definitive about what happened to him. We don't know yet the cause of death, but all this is being heavily watched and heavily covered by those of us who are committing ourselves to following this story. And as updates come in, I promise you, to you as soon as new details become available. Breaking news out of Ocean Springs.
Cut it out.
This, no, we're not about to do that. We're not about to do that. Let me say something. Now I'm gonna be completely frank here. You can be friends with whoever you want. Every single living and breathing creature on this planet is not evil incarnate. Some of us still come from good stock. Some of us are still being raised properly. We still respect our elders. We still eat our Wheaties. We believe in God. We might stray here and there. We might fall into our sins, fall into our habits and vices. But there are still a lot of decent human beings out here. I will never crucify an entire generation because of the decisions and actions of one person. With that being said, I don't think there's a single person here that absolutely believes that story. Not one. Someone, please convince me otherwise. That somehow, some way, this young man decides to go on a vacation or a trip with 3 white boys, feeling as if there was danger. You had to have been able to finesse and overly convince this person that you were trustworthy. Angels dress just like demons. Demons dress just like angels. The most cunning and the most conniving person can come dressed better than everybody in your vicinity. The most soft-spoken, loving, generous person can be the most evil. You made him comfortable. You played upon his naivete. When you don't have a certain level of discernment, you know how to talk a person out of their drawers. You know how to talk a person out of their money. You know how to convince a person to follow you from one walk of life to the next, into the next dimension, hell and back. You can convince the right person to do whatever you want them to do, as long as you have the gift of gab, you smell good, you have a nice jawline, a nice body structure, your brain hasn't fully developed, you're not spiritually protected and covered by your family, by church. Your mind is on social media. You're trying to prove that you are cool to hang out with. You're trying to feel accepted. You can finesse anybody into doing anything if they're weak-minded and they don't know any better and they don't have the proper counsel around them. Why am I saying all this? To the 3 gentlemen that went on this excursion with him, why did he feel so secure in going? Why did he feel so comfortable with being around that type? Now, I'm not saying that all white people are racist, but a lot of them are racist. A lot of them are bigots. A lot of them do not fuck with us at all.
You didn't say that. Tell me you did not just say that.
They know how to use the system to screw us over while smiling in our face simultaneously. They know how to feed us poison while smiling in our face simultaneously. They know how to make us shoot each other while smiling in our face simultaneously. And you won't ever see it coming. You will blame it on your counterpart for the manipulation tactics. The TV, the commercials, the videos, all of it engineered and specifically designed to reach an audience that is so disconnected from reality that you believe that what you are consuming is actually for you when it's actually against you in so many ways that you can't even understand it. Why was he so comfortable going on this trip with them? Let his guard down and everything. Real question. It's no different than a man or a woman finessing the other person to get sex or to get finances or to get security. It's no different than getting someone to do your work at the job. Why was he so comfortable? You had to have made him feel like he was a part of your group. And no disrespect to the family, no disrespect at all. Do you know how many people out here are looking for identities, looking to fit in with somebody? It don't matter if you're trying to fit into your own black community and you don't because you don't think or act like them, or you're trying to fit into a whole different race. You black, you trying to hang out with the Asians or hang out with this group of people because you've been rejected by your own kind. So you're trying to go somewhere else where you feel like you're more similar to them, but they don't have the same level of love and reason and rationality as you do. So you just make yourself look dumb going over there when all you're trying to do is be yourself. People are trying to be themselves. I don't know what his situation was. I'm just giving my own 2 cents and spin on it. He felt like you were his friends. He felt like you had his back. I got your back. No matter what is going on, we're going to look out for each other. We're going to protect each other. If we're going to crack some females, we're going to crack some females. If we're going to smoke, we're going to smoke. If we're going to play sports, we're going to do that. Whatever it was, that was your brotherhood. They made him feel safe. He might have had warnings. He might have had signs, had people talking to him, trying to convince him that they were nobody that he should be around. He might have had a million different opportunities to say no and turn around and go in a different direction. He may have had so many different opportunities to step away from that situation, but he felt safe. How many of y'all have ever felt safe around somebody and then got screwed over? How many of you have poured out into somebody thinking that it was a safe space and then they used that against you and screwed you over and screwed you over and screwed you over? Let your guard down, gave your heart, your soul, gave your all, gave your identity to these people, and they turned their back on you, betrayed you. They were more connected with this person than they were you, but you are all in. You were more in than they were. So you three make it back safe and sound. He's nowhere to be found at all. There's no sign of him. He just goes, he meets a girl. He gonna get him some box. And what you're trying to suggest, your weak ass, lame ass idea is, oh, well, we were out here and we were having fun, and he met a girl, and we didn't see him no more after that. We just left him to hang out. What? Really? Couple things, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't buy the story. That's for the record. I don't buy it at all. What I believe happened is alleged. They planned it from even before they went on the trip. Before they left, they already knew exactly what was going to go down. But that's just my opinion. We're going to see. We're going to see how the authorities and the legal system play with this. Are they going to play with our intelligence and try to convince us that it's something that it really wasn't, or is it going to be fair and down the middle? My money is on it's going to be bullshit. Absolute bullshit. In my opinion, they planned this from the jump. They got them comfortable. They came up with this lame ass alibi they thought was going to work. Probably saved up money, probably paid for it. I don't know all the ins and outs of it. Got them to go out there, they balling, having a good time, and then They got him somewhere where they felt like it would probably give them the best chance of getting away with it, left, and then tried to blame it on outside forces being the reason for his vanishing, his disappearance. But you're not going to convince me of that. I'm sorry, you're not. In the last year and a half, there have been at least 5 or 6 black people that have been found hung, and they blamed it on suicide, drowning. You done shot a 14-year-old in the back. Let that man get off. This woman was 27 and she went to Miami. She got found hung. Now we got this situation. What are we really talking about here? What are we really doing here? Are you mad about Carmelo Anthony? Or is it something more sinister that we're not getting? Are we ignoring the evil? Are we not praying enough? Are we too comfortable? Are we not using enough discernment and having enough honest, tough conversations with our loved ones about how sneaky and how conniving a lot of these folks are? I'm telling you right now, man, you could have known this person for 3, 4, 5 years, and they can be the very same ones that stab you in the back. Common sense would tell anybody, if my man knew that they were, or he was going to end up in this situation, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have went. Like I'm almost 99.99999% sure he would have never went anywhere with them. But you want me to you want me and you want the people to believe that some random girl that he met that he didn't know nothing about set him up? Is that what I'm gathering? She lined them up with some people from wherever they were. When y'all go on trips, I don't give a damn how much you drink, smoke, none of that. If you going on trips with your boys or your homegirls, you better make sure that these are people that you trust. Remember Shanquella, excuse me, forgive me for slaughtering your name. When she went out there with her peoples and they beat the hell out of her and killed her in that Airbnb, and they still out here trying to find the people who did that. You better make sure when you going on these trips that you know who you are laying next to and who you sleeping next to. Black or white, Asian, I don't give a damn who it is. You better make sure you know. You don't leave your people. Nobody gets left behind. I thought that was rule of thumb. You go anywhere with your peoples, y'all leaving together. I'm not gonna wait for you to come home later or none of that. Nah, nigga. If I'm leaving, you leaving. Not period. Y'all left him. You left him because he was with. Y'all don't even know who she is. So you trust her enough to make sure that he's cool. You trust the environment that you're in to leave him by himself. Everything about this screams red flag. Everything about this says, oh, this is unsettling. There's too many unanswered questions. You're going to have a long week, a long month of conversations from various platforms on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Everybody's going to be trying to break this down in so many different angles. Should he have been hanging out with white people? Was this about race? Did they set him up? Why was he so trusting? Was he raised right? Oh, I can see it now. I can hear the arguments. I can hear the bigotry. I can hear the racism oozing off of people. Terrible, sad, and tragic. Sad and tragic. You know what this really come down to for me? It's not necessarily, oh, it's just merely because they're white. It's I can't trust nobody. It's at the point where you can't trust a fucking soul because it seemed like everybody is on something completely different. You felt comfortable enough to leave your homeboy in a place where maybe you know a little bit more about this area than they do. Maybe that's it. Maybe you felt how you felt because you've already been here a million times. And he hasn't. Maybe y'all have been there all together before. And I really feel you made him comfortable so much so that like he never even saw it coming. That's usually how these cases go. First 48, all them drinks, all them court drinks. It's always you never thought it would be this person or that person, and it always end up being them. I was hoping, I was praying this didn't turn out to be what this was. And the sad part is I know tomorrow's going to be a story. The next day is going to be one. The following week is going to be one. Every time I get on these apps, it's going to be a kid getting killed, a black kid getting killed, a black kid getting hung, a black kid getting shot. It's going to be the same thing every single day I scroll this app. But as of right now, we need answers. We need to have uncomfortable conversations. How to properly move and delegate in situations where you're hanging around people that you don't fucking know. You don't know about their culture truly. You don't really know what their house looks like, what their upbringing look like, how their family think about you. My guy, did you know these dudes' family? Did you know how their father and their moms and all of them felt about you? Did you know how their family felt about you, mister? Yo, I despise the fact that in a perfect world, you should be able to smile and laugh and joke and have coffee and hang out with whoever you want. Small, short, tall, fat, old, young, of legal age. You should be able to be friends with anybody that brings enlightenment, clarity, joy, peace, love to your life. Why is it we just can't have it that way? Remember the kid that got hung at the HBSU? He got hung by white kids over him defending his cousin. We got a evil is evil. It doesn't matter what skin suit you wear. When the evidence comes out, I'm probably still not going to trust it. When the evidence comes out, I'm still going to question it because I don't really have much respect for the justice system. I think the judicial system is full of it. I think they pick and choose who they want to bring to justice and who they want to let off the hook. But when it's all said and done, this young man lost his life because he didn't understand the nature of the beast that he was dealing with. And when you don't understand the nature of the beast that you're dealing with, you're most likely going to fall for the trap. They could have used the girl to line them up. All it takes is a nice little flat stomach, a nice little body. Easy. We so easy to fall for our fleshly desires. People will prey on your weaknesses and your downfalls. It's not far-fetched. Most of us are addicted to ass. Most of us addicted to partying. Most of us addicted to fitting in. Most of us addicted to manipulation. Like, the vices are vast amongst this community. So it's not really a far-fetched idea that they used a female to get him out of his space, because he could have been very, very cognitive about what was going on, and that still wasn't enough. Like, there's too many different ways to look at this. 18 years old. How at 18? How? Why? He had a whole future ahead of him. What kind of animosity can you have towards an 18-year-old that you would do something like that to them? What kind of animosity can you have towards another race just because of their skin complexion? Allegedly, seeing as how y'all want to blame this on a female and y'all wasn't around. You think you covered all your tracks? Is that what it is? You didn't leave no DNA. You changed your shoes. You changed your attire. You cleaned up the crime scene. Is that what it is? You think that you just got it all figured out? Or you're comfortable because you know people who know people that can help you cover up for this, and they're going to lie for you? Is that what it is? No. It don't matter if you find a way to finagle your way out of this with the general public. You can't hide from God. You can't hide from Jesus Christ. You're not going to be able to sell that story to the creator of all, the one who knows every hair in your head. You might fool the rest of the world and the rest of the people. You ain't fooling me. I despise that level of ignorance. And I guarantee, hypothetically speaking, if they are responsible for the death of this young man, I guarantee it was all over something stupid. I guarantee it. Most of this if not 98, 99% of it that I've observed over the last 5 years has been stupid. It's been over hatred. It's been over visceral anger and bitterness towards another person for the most ridiculous stuff in the world. Y'all niggas be getting angry over someone stepping on your shoes. You be mad because a woman or a female want to do more than they want you. You be upset because somebody lied and said something on this person and it wasn't really true. Y'all, goodness, yo, 18 years old. This is somebody's son, somebody's nephew, somebody's cousin, brother. Y'all just be out here treating life like it's expendable, like we're toys. Oh, if I get rid of one black person, I get brownie points for that. Or if I get rid of this person, then it's not going to really matter because I'm doing the service for. What's y'all logic? What's the reason? Forgive me, Lord, for my foul language. But I want to put this on the record for the entire world. We are not dumb. Just because you see Sexy Red and you see a sub genre of artists and things of that nature that is of our melanin act and conduct themselves in ways of cavemen, that does not mean that every single black African American native moves in the same ways that they do, nor do we condone or handle ourselves according to these theories that you've been case studying for the last 50 years. We know how to understand context. We know how to have conversations. We know how to read people. We know that you're jealous. We know that a lot of you are envious. A lot of you are competing with us for no fucking reason, trying to get your butts like us, trying to get your lips like us, trying to get your hair like us, trying to get your skin darker and all type of shit. We know, we understand. It's a vibing thing. You had no right. How dare you? You absolutely had no authority. And the people in this community, you need to have conversations, more in-depth conversations, no more surface level discussions about white versus black, and this is about good versus evil. Every man and woman on this planet has the capacity to rob, kill, and destroy. It is a proven historical fact. Stop teaching that there's one group of people responsible for mass murder when everybody has committed some level of grotesque crime in our lifetime, period. Mexicans, Hispanics, Haitians, everybody, roll out the carpet for all of them. What you need to be advising your loved ones of is having a relationship with the Creator, so much so that they know who they need to stay around, who they need to keep away from, how to ask the right questions, how to articulate themselves so they don't get manipulated, educate themselves so that they do not get finessed. educate themselves so they do not get isolated when the narcissistic creature comes around, to remove them from the protection and covering of those who have righteousness within their life. You need to have a more deeper conversation about good and evil, and stop playing around like it's just a bunch of white people walking around with hoodies over their head lynching black people. In this case, oh, I'm convinced 100% they had something to do with that. But just like I can say that, I can say, well, shit, Dream Doll Bree, 21, she wasn't killed by no white kids. Dream Doll Bree was killed by black people. So I don't care how anybody feel about it. Everybody has the capacity to be on some real grimy BS. But y'all not about to sit up here and tell me and everybody watching, or we'll have a conversation about this in the future. You're not about to convince me that y'all ain't responsible for this shit. I know damn well y'all responsible for it. You must think we stupid. You think because Rick Chow got away with shooting and killing that 14-year-old that you can do it. You think because that black woman went to Miami, found hung, we're going to let that one go. You think that all of these people, these black brothers and sisters that's been found in some of the most horrific ways, you think we're just going to sleep and let that go? No, we're not about to do that at all. And I already know it's I could probably turn on my apps right now and people are talking about this shit. They're going to be talking about this for a very long time. Time to make some things shake around here on these internet streets. It's time to make some things shake in these households. It's time to start having some honest to God conversations with your peoples. Like, if you love them, stop being yes men. Start telling them what's real. Period. I don't know what's so hard about that. 18 years old, he should still be here. How you gonna tell me you left him behind? Didn't y'all go on this trip together? Didn't y'all plan the trip together? Didn't y'all coordinate together? Didn't y'all eat together? Didn't y'all do all of this grandiose stuff together? Taking pictures on boats and all that? Really? And then you don't even have no empathy whatsoever, no heart. You don't care. I don't know. We just left him. He met somebody and we just left him there. And what? Come on, man. Stop. Just stop it. You know why discernment is important? You know why these conversations are important? You know why we need to bring more awareness to the stuff, because we can't pretend like this is not happening every single day. I know we like watching our reels and our TikToks, and we like the gossip and the drama and the dramatic shit. I understand we like the entertaining stuff, but our peoples are getting killed every day. The justice system is not doing their job. Your kids are going to school with sociopaths, with perverts, with molesters, with pedophiles. They're broken. They're looking for homes for families, for communities at school. They're hanging out with people that they shouldn't be hanging out with. The devil roams the earth like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. That is his only mission. From sunup to sundown, he is looking for somebody to consume. We have to be consistently diligent, consistently looking, consistently wondering, consistently praying. "18 years old. 18 years old. There's another brother out here right now. I can't remember his name. This woman is in Baton Rouge. She's looking for answers for her kid. See, I don't understand I don't understand the level of contentment and indignation within people that goes so far to where you want to take your rage out on people and risk throwing away your entire life over it. And it's never that deep. If you're not trying to defend your life or the lives of others around you that might be in danger to a potential threat, this should not be a conversation. We should not even be here. We shouldn't. And I'm going to be watching to hear everybody's perspective and opinions on this, because I already know a few angles that's going to be covered. I want to know what evidence they pull. I want to know what the autopsy says. Matter of fact, put this out there too, to the family specifically. Make sure you get a second opinion. Do not just trust what they tell you. You make sure you get you a second opinion. If you can afford it. If not, get a GoFundMe started. Make sure you get another coroner to do a second autopsy, just to make sure they don't pull no fuck shit. Because they tried it with old boy at that college, and the family had to pay out of pocket to get a second job done, which verified that everything that the first coroner's office said was a lie. So you best be sure you do the same. Do not take any chances with this. Get that second one. Once you confirm with that second one, make sure you got a team around you that's not compromised, that's going to do their job. Because what we're not about to do is let them weasel their way out of this. You're not about to come in here with your polyester sweaters on and that, you're not about to talk that little weird shit and have that fake ass I like you face, but you hate our good. You're not doing all that. Nah, we're going to use our intellect. We're going to show you that black people aren't dumb. We're going to show you exactly why you got such animosity towards us. Sha'Carri Robinson just smoked the hell out them chicks out there in Australia. She had a whole disadvantage. She started last, smoked all of them. Nah, use your brain. Let them know. Let them know that we can use this pen just like y'all use yours. The only way you want to get your message across to them is to make sure not only that it's in writing, that the whole entire world knows that you stood on 10. You're going to have to make a message out of this. You're going to have to do something that shifts the entire way we view handling these type of situations. Because guess what? You're going to keep seeing people get hung. You're going to keep seeing these crimes and these murders and these homicides. They don't think we care. They don't think we love our people. They don't. They don't think we're tired of this. They don't think we're paying attention. Or it's just conversation. But I know better. And so if you really want to make something shake, I hate that it's at your expense. I hate that, I swear, I hate that it's at your expense. Don't let Nolan Wells' timely passing be for nothing. Make everybody involved pay. Make them pay. This needs to go in the history books. This needs to be immortalized. It goes beyond getting a sentencing. It goes beyond an eye for an eye. It goes beyond merely race. It's deeper than that. The whole world is paying attention. Black people are paying attention. Russians, Asians, Africans, people are paying attention. They want to know what's going to happen next. They want to know if anything changes. They want to know, are these niggas or are these black men and women? Are these kings and queens? They want to know if this is a stereotype or if this is something that they are scared to see. You're going to have to do something different and show up with something different and allow God to use you. Allow God to move in this entire situation. We can't keep showing up the same way that we've always shown up. We can't keep on using the same tactics that we've been using. It's not working. Being overly aggressive and blowing up stuff and beating up people is not going to get the point across. That is not going to work. We need a shift. We need something so monumentous to happen that the entire community looks at the way we counteract the hatred that we constantly face. You're going to have to stand in the gap. You're the voice of a lot of people right now. especially your son. And to everybody who is watching, you're a part of this too. Whether or not you believe you are or not, you are a part of it too. Because somebody needs to know how you feel. The same way they looked at Nolan, they look at you the same way. The same way they feel towards you, they feel that way to your children and your uncles and your aunts. On the job, off the job, your co-workers. You probably hang out with people right now that think just like that. I'm telling you, do not leave this live stream. Go on with the rest of your life acting as if you ain't a part of the change that's required to get the results that we keep asking for. Straight up. I wish in a perfect world there was a way that this conversation made it to every single mainstream platform. So they know I'm not playing. I don't give a damn about politics. I think all of you niggas is guilty. I think you all are responsible for this shit.
What the fuck was that?
All of you. I don't buy it. I don't believe that you're innocent. And I will use you as an example. You will be the poster child for fuck around and find out what happens when you do what you do towards a group of people who know how to use this. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm waiting. Even if by the slightest chance you get away with it here, you won't get away with it once you cross over. Karma is a mother. I'm not looking at this person and saying, oh, well, you're white, so that means you hate me. I'm not looking at this black person and say, oh, you're a thief because you're black. I'm not doing that. What I am going to do is use my discernment. I'm going to use my reasoning skills, and I'm going to properly assess what I am face to face with, and then come to the proper conclusions according to the analysis that I have begun to appropriate towards whoever is standing there. But I will not condemn a nation of people just because of one or two of you had the propensity to bring chaos and discord. All of that to say, justice for Nolan Wells. Justice for Nolan Wells. You can't trust everybody. And some people you might have to let go. That's just the way it is. Matter of fact, let this be a confirmation for some people. Let this be a confirmation to some people. You are probably standing next to somebody right now that feels a type of way about you, and you don't even realize it. You know what? Put it this way.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know how You feel so comfortable being around a person that you let your hair down and you just that's the person you need to be worried about. Matter of fact, you don't have to say nothing to them. You don't have to ask no weird questions or nothing like that. Just start to move a little more inquisitive without letting them know that you're being inquisitive. Just to see. Like, you need to see. You need to do some. Ain't no more being overly comfortable. I done got too comfortable with people, poured into them, gave them damn near everything that I possibly could based off of what I had, and I got screwed over every time. Fuck that. Check your sisters, check your cousins, check your wife, check your husbands. I don't give a damn. You better check all that shit. Check all of it. I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm just like, man, at this point, nothing is really off limits. Peace and blessings to all you. From the bottom of my heart, peace and blessings to all of you. If there's any updates, any new information that come out, I'll spin back and we'll talk about it again. My prayers go out to them. My prayers go out to everybody here. I thank y'all for hanging out, for chopping it up with me. I don't know how y'all feel about this case. Do you think they're guilty? Do you think there was outside forces that played a role in this situation? How do you feel about it? Repost, share, let the people know we here. Let's have a Discord. Why not? I see no harm in it. We need to. Before y'all go, do me a solid before y'all dip out.
What's the goddamn button?
I normally don't do back-to-back streams. I had to do one. I had to do this one. And I'm glad I did this one. Y'all take it easy. If you're not following me on YouTube, follow me on YouTube. Hit that notification bell. Let's get to work. Let's make some stuff shake. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get up out of here. I got a show tomorrow morning. Y'all be easy. Until next time. Peace.
The flow insane, take my spot, so the range. Shoot my shot with perfect aim. 3rd degree, that perfect flame. Ain't no sleep, that's the game. Oh, so southern, that's the slang. When they see me, that's the main. Chasing checks and fly like planes. Big old stick, I bought a cane. Flick my wrist and bought the ring.